I was wondering when you would wake up. You were badly injured when I found you. Hey, there's no need to be afraid. I realize waking up in an unfamiliar place may startle you, but there's no danger here. You're safe and I am unarmed. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. I know it can be hard to trust a stranger's words, but take a moment to observe yourself. You're covered in bandages and you're not bleeding anymore. Now, who do you think patched you up? That's right, I did. That's okay. I don't blame you for reacting that way. My face doesn't look the friendliest. Yes, you have a point there. A 7-foot-tall orc towering over you while you're injured would be unsettling. Perhaps I'd seem less intimidating if I introduce myself first. My name is Igug. What's yours? That is a very fitting name for a brave adventurer like you. Not many people would explore dungeons all by themselves. Here, drink some water. Hydration is important for good health. How are you feeling? You're in much pain. Do you feel more pain in certain areas of your body? No? So I didn't miss any wounds while I was healing you. Sounds like you were just feeling some soreness. That's normal after an intense fight. Sorry, I don't have any potions to help with the pain. The Mercy's inkberry plant needed for a painkiller potion is very expensive. It's rare and can only be found in the Valley of Devil Wraiths. Not many adventurers are willing to risk their lives for the plant. If you'd like, I can make you moonshine tea to help you sleep off the pain. You would rather stay awake? Okay, if you insist. I know a touch spell that may help. Yes, I do know magic, despite being an orc. In fact, I specialize in healing spells. Once you're done getting over your shock, please hold my hand. Thank you. Fossieras. Yeah, it worked like last time. Do you feel any better? You do. And you feel lighter. That's good to hear. That wasn't a pain removal spell. That was a pain transfer spell. Yes, I took on around 20% of your pain. Don't worry about me, though. I can still manage to do my daily chores and take care of you. The first person I used the pain transfer spell on was my father. He had very bad back pain and it kept getting worse. That stubborn old man insisted on working himself to the bone even though he needed the rest. I didn't like seeing my father in pain, so I created this healing spell to help him. What I did afterwards was one of the most selfless and stupid things that I have ever done. I tried taking away all of his back pain. That's right, all of it. I screamed like a baby. It got too much and I fainted. The funniest part was I'd only managed to take about half of it. Yeah, me and my old man both rested in bed after that. He yelled at me to not do it again, but I think it was worth it. Because ever since then, he has been taking better care of himself. Yeah, I'm glad everything worked out too. Sorry for rambling. I get talkative whenever I'm reminded of my family. Is there anything else that you need? You had a question for me? Well, what is it? How did I become a healer? That's a bit of a long story. I grew up in a family of 8, so money was always tight. To make ends meet, my father, my brother, and I took on dangerous mercenary jobs. I realized that half the money we'd earn would be spent on healing potions we drank after fights. So I initially started looking into healing spells to help us save money. On my 15th winter, I finally learned a basic healing spell. My father didn't approve, scolding me about using magic as dishonorable and a form of cheating. However, times were desperate, and I was saving the family a good bit of money. Without it, we'd have to skip meals. So eventually, he let me do whatever I wanted. I developed my healing powers at home for some years. Then, one day, my father banned me from using healing magic again. Well, my younger siblings had grown up and were able to take part-time jobs. So, we finally had enough money to live comfortably, and times weren't so desperate anymore. My father didn't want the whole family to be cheating weaklings. I don't blame him. He is a man of tradition, and he only wanted what was best for his wife and children. He may be hard-headed, but he is also a good and righteous man. Still, I did not appreciate him saying I couldn't heal people again. So I left home and traveled through many cities to find a healer job. No one wanted to hire an orc healer. A lot of them thought I was joking and laughed me right out of their office. The few who did consider me ended up hiring an elf instead. Yeah, you could call it racism. It used to bother me, but not anymore. I don't care about what people think of me. As long as I do my best to bring good into the world, that is enough. Since I couldn't find work in the cities, I decided to do something different. I found a good spot out in the woods and built this cabin we're staying in right now. Then I reached out to some druids. I asked them to ask their bird friends to help me. I had a deal for the birds. If they help me find injured travelers, I'll provide them with food. And after doing the druids a few favors, they agreed to relay my message. My plan did work. I've had birds lead me to several patients over the years. Not all of them had the money to pay for my services, but I don't mind. It's easy to live in the woods when you know how to hunt for food. Oh, thank you for the gold. I appreciate it. I'm going to cook us some dinner now. Do you have any food allergies? All right, I'll take note. I hope you like deer meat stew, because I'll be making a lot of it. It should be ready in about 20 minutes or so. I'll see you later, human.